National English Language Testing System taking place on 24th September 2023. Today I'm the examiner. My name is Subaita Binta Hasib. The examiner ID number is S1020222013, and this is the examinee today, Tawhid Ryan. His ID number is S1020222053. So, Tawhid Ryan, you are here for a speaking test today. Are you nervous?
Yes, I am a bit.
Okay, don't be nervous. Before starting, I would like to ask you some personal questions. Would you mind?
No.
So, what's your full name?
My full name is Tawhid Ryan.
Okay. And are you a student or a worker?
Yes, I am a student in class 6 of Manipur Uch Vidyalaya and college.
Okay, so tell me the foods you like to eat.
I like to eat foods made at home, especially my mom's food and maybe even my grandma's, because it just how can I explain it? It just has a feeling, it's the warmth of home. It feels nice, and that's why I prefer it more. And to explain what flavors I like, I would say maybe a bit of spicy most of the time.
Okay, that was impressive. So in the first part, I'll ask you some questions about drinks.
Okay.
What do you like to drink with your dinner?
With my dinner, I would like to eat water at the end of my meal.
Okay. Do you drink a lot of water every day?
Yes, I drink a lot of water every day. To amount it is about maybe 3 to 4 liters each day, and it seems a lot, but it just really feels less actually, because I'm most of the time in the sun, maybe going there and there to look for something, because from school they give you many projects or many things, and you have to go there, maybe meet with your friends, and that takes a lot of energy, and water is just very much needed for that.
So it's like you truly drink a lot of water every day.
Yeah.
So the next question is, do you prefer drinking tea or coffee?
To think about it, tea just tastes better to me, but coffee is really helpful because it has caffeine in it, and it can make you stay awake for a long time, and that is really helpful to do a lot of work. But when it comes to taste, I would pick tea, but when it comes to usefulness or how I need it, then I would choose coffee or tea.
That was a great answer. The last question of this part is, if people visit you in your home, what do you usually offer them to drink?
Let's say in our country, we treat the people that come to our house as guests. We treat them like royalty. We give them a special treatment to please them, because we believe that if we can please the guests, they will be happy, and our luck would be good, our fortune may increase. And it does sound like a superstition, I know, but it is actually, to think about it, it is really great for society, and it causes no harm, so I see no bad in it, and it is actually a part of our religion. And we maybe give them lemonade, or we give them some kind of soda to please them, and it just depends on the guest, like who they are and what they might like.
Okay. So in the second part, you have 1 to 2 minutes to talk about a monument, for example, a statue or a sculpture. You should say what this monument is, where this monument is, what it looks like, and explain why you like this monument. 1 minute to think what you're going to say. You can take some notes if you want. so your 1 minute is over. You may answer.
So the monument I was talking about is called Mosque. It is actually the oldest structure in all of Bangladesh. It is actually the oldest structure in all of India subcontinent. This place is really popular among our country and all the countries in India's subcontinent. It was found really long ago. It was first created at 3rd century, 3rd BC, and was later abandoned at 8 AD. And it is actually there has been the place of it is really big, and it was really popular at the time that it existed. It has been ruled by many dynasties, and it was really helpful for the India subcontinent to evolve at that time being. The reason being, it had great river transportation. As you may know, at that time we did not have a very efficient way to travel or import or export things. And at that time, business was also popular. Actually, business was popular at all times. And it really helped us to build a connection to the Romans, to all the Europeans, even the Norwegian people.
Okay, so your 2 minutes is over. And this is your last part. In this part, I will ask you some questions about public monuments first. So are you ready?
Yes.
What kinds of monuments do tourists in your country enjoy visiting?
They enjoy visiting places that it is really new for them to see. It is an experience that they would like to talk about it. Maybe the Muslim God that I just talked about, and even your many other places where many things have happened. As you talk about the Liberation War Museum, they like to visit that, and many tourist spots, and many other places they like to visit.
Okay. Why do you think there are often statues of famous people in public places?
Actually, because it is to remind us of what they did. When we see a statue of someone, it normally gives us a description of what they did, what they contributed to, and a statue is made to remind us of what great deeds they have done to accompany us for a good way of our life.
Okay. Do you agree that old monuments and buildings should always be preserved?
Yes, I would strongly agree with you. The reason being, the old monuments and structures are a way to look at life. When you look at them, you can understand what we have evolved from and how we have been, and it is a really reminder of how small we were, or how non-evolved we were, and what place we are in. So it brings us down to earth and lowers our ego. And ego is a bad thing for us, as we know, and it helps us to remember how we should live life.
Okay, that was a great answer. And now I'll ask you some questions about architecture. It's not a different part, it is just another part of the part 3. So, why is architecture such a popular university subject?
Architecture is a really popular university subject because wherever you look, you can look to your right, to your left, anywhere. You can see a building nearby. And it is really important because if there is no building, there is no shelter, where will we live? And you can say that, oh well, rain and sun really warms us and cools us, it has really benefits, but to think about it, if you always get wet by rain or always get warmed by sun, it will be really dangerous, wouldn't it be? And for that reason, universities teach us architecture, and many people are interested in it because it pays a lot of money, it is a good career, the parents are supportive of it, and for those reasons, universities really push towards going to architecture.
Okay. In what ways has the design of homes changed in recent years?
In recent years, designs have changed greatly. If you just took a look, like 50 years ago, 50 years was not that long ago. You can just look back there, and all you see is maybe traditional houses in traditional parts of Asia, and maybe a little hut houses in maybe Europe or or South America, North America, wherever you look, the buildings were not tall, they were more wide to talk about, and the area that people lived by was larger than it is. But in the recent years, buildings have gone to less width but more length. It has become more longer and longer. Like the tallest building currently is Burj Khalifa, and it is a really great achievement for humanity to reach such heights in architecture, and that's how I think the architectural things have gone different and become changed.
To what extent does the design of buildings affect people's moods?
Actually, if many colors, colors actually affect our mood, and things, shades also does. To look at something, yellow is a color that I have heard that makes you go a bit more hungry. That's why we see that many food companies write their logo or create their designs with yellow color because it is associated with hunger. It is really not something that a human mind can process easily, but it is like subconscious thinking of our mind. And other shapes also, affects our moods, and that's how many structure, colors, and many things that small things can add up to big things, and that's why I think these shapes and colors really do affect our mood.
That was the end of your speaking test. I must say that you did a great job to answer these questions. Your answer was very smooth. So thank you.
You're welcome.